Hi, guys. All right, Aquarians. I think we're going to start with this deck. Aquas, we're going to take a look at how they see Aqua right now, whoever they may be in this fictional story. Also, just to let you guys know, tomorrow, Monday the 13th, I will be going live again and doing some fictional storytellings for subscribers and members alike. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my world. I really appreciate you. We started with the Four of Cups, the Fool in the reverse, and the Star in the reverse. They see Aquarius as bored, not doing this anymore, disappointed in them, uninterested. I'm not moving toward them. I'm not reaching out. I'm not taking any risk on them. And this is not what I wished for. They kind of are seeing the opposite side of Aquarius. They're seeing an Aquarius who's like shutting down. I'm literally hearing like the sounds of like shutting off, the big click in like a warehouse when you shut down like the big levers and turn off all the lights. That's what this feels like. Like the light in Aquarius's eyes have gone out in regards to them. And yet they know Aquarius is still so loving. They know what Aquarius is capable of. They know the warmth. They have seen it before, but it's like reserved for somebody else now. They see Aquarius as someone who, I don't know if Aquarius wrote them a letter or they expect to receive a letter from Aquarius, but they know the warmth and the gentleness and the kindness, that's still there. But boy, that light has gone out in their eyes as far as like how Aquarius looks at them. Why do you think that Aquarius is not looking at you with love in their eyes anymore, even though Aquarius is a very loving person? The Sun and the Judgment, because either Aquarius goes, because I have clarity now. You went back to somebody else, you wanted to heal things with somebody else, or you're trying to heal things with me, and I can see what you're after, and I'm letting you know you didn't earn your right way back into my life. Which is it? I don't know yet. We have a 10 of Pentacles sideways. That to me could be either story. Either Aquarius is like, seriously, you're trying to get back with me. I mean, I can tell what you're trying to do. You want to be back in the fold, but there's so much that needs to be fixed here. What are you, it's either that or this person says, I know Aquarius is looking at me with those not very impressed eyes because they are saying, I figured out that you ended up going back to somebody else. The Hierophant, the Page of Cups. I'm trying to figure out which it is. They see it as Aquarius is so loving. Aquarius isn't giving them love, isn't going to. And it's all because there's this reconciliation at stake, but there's this question mark of what's going to be given. And it also feels like they're saying, I know Aquarius is listening to their higher self when I try to give this apology to Aquarius. Because this does feel like somebody who's planning to give an apology, or they just know that even if they give an apology, Aquarius is going to be, like praying on it, meditating on it, trying to sort out. Nine of Cups. Hang on. What happened in the past? I'm trying to figure this out because I'm still just on the 50-50 of, did they go get with somebody else? They went back to somebody else, but now they really want Aquarius? Or Five of Swords. Okay, so they had a fight with Aquarius, which could have led to ghosting. It was sudden. Okay, so sudden, and then maybe they flew away. I don't know if they picked a fight with Aquarius, or we've a Magician in the reverse, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who either wasn't straightforward about things. Look, please remember, these are fictional stories about fictional characters. We don't always get terrific characters in these stories, but I will tell whatever story we get, good, bad, or ugly, because what we're always looking for is like, how did characters choose to handle something? And what did they learn out of the choices that they made, right? That's the kind of storyteller I am. That's what I look at these tales for. And it seems to me that we have a character who either picked a fight or had a fight with Aquarius that ended up in them doing something very impulsive, which was, maybe they lied about this all along. Maybe they wanted to suddenly be free to go flit off and do something else. What was this about, character? Come on, there's no reason to hold back now. Messenger of Cups, Ace of Wands. Either they're just really freaking sorry that they had this fight, or in this fight, they are sorry now, but they did step out. That could have been the case. But they already know Aquarius is so not looking at them with the same eyes. In this story, they know how loving Aquarius is, but they also know that they lost that. I'm hearing that song by Righteous Brothers. You've lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Baby, baby, I'd get down on my knees for you if you would only love me like you used to do. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Did you pursue passion elsewhere? Let me tell you, if they tried it, it didn't go anywhere. That's the crazy part. Eight of Swords, it may just be that the fact that they would have even attempted, like, I don't know if they just had a little like miniature breakup or something, and then they like tried to see if they could date somebody else. Let me tell you, they didn't even get anywhere with that. But it's almost like just the thought of it is enough that it wrecked this. And if they thought they were going to maybe reconnect with an ex, I don't even think that they got a good review or a good reaction out of an ex. They didn't go anywhere. But I wonder if it's just the fact that they would have pulled a stunt like that Aquarius is already like shut down. Oh, so did you reach out to so-and-so? And it's like, we're done. We're done. I don't see that they had no luck with an ex. I'm sorry. This sounds like I'm laughing, and I kind of am. And it's mean of me, okay? I'm not a nice person. I fully admit that. I am a very flawed person. So forgive me for laughing about this a little bit, but this is kind of like, sorry, it is the karma of like, I'm having, some tension with Aquarius, so I'm going to have a little argument with them. And then because we're like broken up, we're on a break, Ross and Rachel style, apparently, that gives me the ability to like reach out to an ex, but then they don't even get a response from the ex. So even if they were going to try, this says that their ex was liberated from them, and they feel pretty damn foolish about this. Look, this person, maybe they needed a shot of self-esteem. Maybe they looked to others to boost their self-esteem because they got the sooty little angel wings. Maybe this person with the King of Swords sideways, maybe deep down they were worried Aquarius was getting dissatisfied with them. Maybe they felt like they weren't enough. Maybe that's why they picked a fight. And then they were like, well, you know what, somebody else will tell me that I'm good enough. I'll go, reach out to an ex while I'm suddenly having this time of upheaval with Aquarius. Well, the ex didn't even respond, but it was enough to still damage his connection, it seems like, with Aquarius, because Aquarius isn't looking at them with those loving eyes. And even though they're very sorry that they even did something this stupid, because they jeopardized the whole connection. And it's like Aquarius already says, I already know. I have the clarity here. Maybe I don't know if they had an ex in Hawaii or something like that, but there's something here where it's like, I already figured it out. You were going to like try something else. If you would be happy somewhere else, you should go. I don't see Aquarius wanting to give this person their love again. And it's really kind of a bummer because I think that they already blew this connection with Aqua, the Tower, and they see what they lost. I would say this is a moment of their ego collapsing. I actually think this person's probably going to be on their knees begging for forgiveness. I'm so sorry. That was so stupid. I was upset with you. I was mad at you. I needed somebody to make me feel special. So I reached out to an ex, which they didn't even respond to me, by the way. So nothing actually happened with that. But the fact that I even did that, you're right. This is like, I feel like this person, who could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or possibly an Aries. I feel like the embarrassment of this and the mistake that they made is very, like, they're not pulling any punches about it, at least. Not their behavior, not the reason they did it, and also not the mistake, because I think this could be costing them their relationship, but it might also be the best thing that ever happened. We have the Teacher. The Teacher is the Hierophant in any other deck, but this shows Thoth, the god of all wisdom and knowledge in the Egyptian pantheon of gods. And he was said to be the scribe to the gods, but he was also the god that gave mortals things like written language and arithmetic, knowledge, wisdom, all those things. If this person had to make this epic of a mistake to finally look at their own ego and be like, is that an appropriate response? Where when you get into some kind of a snit with this person who has, I mean, obviously Aquarius has loved this person or has certainly shown this person love, but when you get into an argument with them and you're not feeling good about yourself, then you try to go make yourself feel good by like punishing them or by, having a fight, feeling not good enough. And so wanting to go talk to somebody else that'll make you feel special. Is that really the best way to resolve an issue? And it almost feels like, had they not done this huge flub, this huge, however we want to say it, had they not done the thing that they've just done here, even though it fizzled and didn't work out, they didn't go end up with an ex at all. The ex was done with them. I don't know that they would have ever started looking at their own behavior. So at this point, I don't know. What do you want to do in regards to Aquarius? Because right now we just see them saying, I already know. So they're not going to say sorry just yet. They're going to wait some time. They're going to try to, like, this is all just playing out in their head right now in this fictional story where they already know this Aquarius doesn't look at me the same. And yet I know what a loving person they are. And although I'm really sorry that I ever did this, I also know Aquarius is going to be thinking long and hard about the situation and what they just went through with me, just like they too are actually sitting and thinking about this. Maybe really contemplating, what was the lesson about my own behavior? Why do I do the things I do? What do I need to change? I mean, it's great to see so much thought and even the time that they're putting into trying to consider, what am I supposed to do about this now that I've gone and done this, and my behavior, and why do I behave the way I do, and what are my triggers, and like all those things seem to be something that they are able to now at least acknowledge they behaved in a certain way. And I would say that's a huge step forward. Nothing here says that this is about Aquarius like taking them back. In fact, they believe Aquarius would be in very deep thought, and really not probably interested in them, but be heavily considering the weight of this person's apology. And does it mean much? Does it change anything? An apology is great, but does it change an outcome? I think that they want to wait to come in with an apology until they have thought about it, almost like they can hear Aquarius's words, like, so why do you think you did that? Like Aquarius would be asking the question because they would want the answer, but also they were asking, do you know why you do the things you do? It almost feels like they know Aquarius is like this very like wise soul who, instead of like condemning people, they're just trying to understand, why do people do the things that they do? I don't see Aquarius as like devastated and heartbroken. We definitely saw them saying, Aquarius won't look at me the same. Aquarius will not look at me as their wish come true, and Aquarius won't probably take a leap of faith with me. This is the face I'll see. But it'll also be, Aquarius will just wonder, why would you have done the things that you did? You're here to say sorry, but why did you do it in the first place? I don't think they're ready to answer that at the moment, even though they know all this. But I will say, maybe this person never could have taken this next stage in their growth if they hadn't done this with with all the different people on this planet that they could have interacted with. I'm going to say, thank God it was Aquarius, because maybe that's the only way that they can learn this lesson. Look, they still intend to try, at least much later down the road, to talk to Aquarius again, but they're not just like flippantly acting like this doesn't matter. This is a life turning point with that tower moment that they've experienced. Again, I'm not saying that Aquarius is taking this person back at any point in time. It just says that it has been a turning point because of this scenario and because Aquarius was a part of their life. They're going through some kind of change because of this situation. So that at least we can say, well done, Aquarius. All right, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Not all of our stories are super lighthearted and fluffy. Sometimes we get ones that, like, wow, we've got characters that are making mistakes and learning from their mistakes and all of that. But thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for giving this one a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.